Awesome. Thanks, Apple. All right, that was, we talked about the Watchmen lawsuit between Fox and Warner Brothers and what it could mean. It basically means that fans might never get to see the film. So let's find out what the argument is all about in The Loop.
Yeah, there's got to be something more going on.
Well, if 20th Century Fox has its way, it might not be you. The brewing legal battle you heard about in the feed stems back to the early 90s. Fox claims that between 1986 and 1990, it acquired all movie rights to Alan Moore and David Gibbons' critically acclaimed DC Comics series. In 1991, Fox assigned some of those rights to Largo International, which later dismantled and transferred those rights to producer Larry Gordon, who agreed to pay Fox if he ever moved forward making a film with a third party. In a suit filed in February, Fox is claiming that neither Gordon nor Warner Brothers ever paid the required fee to obtain the right to make a Watchmen film. Will Fox succeed in their legal battle over the film rights? And could litigation hold up the film's release indefinitely? Turning that smiley face upside down, it's The Loop. Joining me from Los Angeles to help us make sense of it all, staff writer for Entertainment Weekly, Adam B. Verry is here. Adam, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing very well, thanks. A judge cleared the way yesterday for 20th Century Fox to proceed with this lawsuit against Warner Brothers, over Watchmen. So, we talked about it briefly there, Adam, but what exactly are Fox's claims here?
Well, you covered it actually pretty well, I feel. It's basically, Fox is saying that they have the right to distribute the Watchmen, anything that was based on the Watchmen graphic novel, and that when Larry Gordon, who had the rights to make the movie, made it with Warner Brothers was obligated to pay Fox for the right to distribute it, and apparently Warner Brothers never did, so now Fox is suing.
And how is Warner Brothers reacting to all this, Adam?
Well, initially they just tried to get the suit dismissed, and that wasn't so successful. So now they really have two options. They can either settle with Fox and release Watchmen, or they can win the suit on its merits and then release Watchmen. They are saying that the suit has no merit, but they're sort of moving forward with the whole process of discovery and all that entails.
Right, and I know discovery with cases like this can sometimes take up to 2 years. The judge wants this particular case expedited a little bit, but could that potentially delay the film or completely screw up its release?
It could, but I think Warner Brothers has a lot invested in getting this movie out when they say it's going to be released in March of '09. So they really, I think, have a vested interest in moving things along.
Well, you said that Warner would like to settle with Fox, of course, but Fox, on the other hand, is saying that they want to see the film killed as opposed to reaching a settlement. I mean, that's got to be a scare tactic, right?
I would think so. I mean, to put it bluntly, Fox has not had the best year at the box office. They've really only had one mild hit, Horton Hears a Who, and the rest of their films have been disappointments or outright flops.
Well, I know Fox and myself take offense to you calling Horton a mild success, because that was the family film of the decade, but that's fine.
Well, yeah.
So Fox might be hurting here. I mean, are they just saying that they don't want to settle, they want this film canned so that they can say, hey, look, give us a percentage of whatever this makes at the theaters?
Maybe. It's hard to know what Fox's real motivations are, but the idea that they would turn down any kind of addition to their revenue stream after their kind of not-so-good year seems strange to me. I can't imagine they actually do want this shelved out of spite.
If the rights have been, if Fox believed that they've owned the rights to the Watchmen for so long, why now? What's with the timing of this lawsuit? Did they just wait until it was getting critical towards the release of the film itself, so they had more negotiating power, or was someone just lazy and said, oh, hey, by the way, we still own this copyright?
I think it was all about tactics. It's all about tactics, excuse me. It's about trying to inflict the most damage possible on Warner Brothers so that they can probably get the most money.
Right.
Probably, yeah, most likely.
So then what's the next step here, Adam? Is it let the lawyers do their thing and battle it out, or does Warner say, hey, here's a wheelbarrow of cash, you sure you don't want it?
Yeah, I think the next step really is Warner Brothers and Fox having a kind of meeting of the minds here and deciding how they want to proceed. I mean, Warner Brothers has sunk so much money into Watchmen and into the promotion of it, and has gotten the fans so excited for it that they really have a vested interest in getting this movie into theaters. So I imagine they're going to want to move things along.
All right, so then Adam, very quickly, for the fans that are scared and they're in a fetal position, probably urinating on themselves, worried that they might not see the Watchmen next year.
Just be a little bit more insulting, Kevin, please.
Come on.
Well, it's interesting that I've noticed that there's been already some fan reaction in the idea of doing a boycott of Fox movies, of somehow derailing Wolverine, which is Fox's next big movie this coming summer.
Oh,
and,
that's
that
why.
If fans really want to, channel their energies, they might want to check that out. I'm not suggesting anybody do anything. I'm just saying that this is something that has been already brewing on the internet.
All right, Adam, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate the time. Thanks for keeping us in the loop.
Okay.
All right, right now, let's go over to Olivia.
Now, when I think